everyone. My name is Lauren D. Williams, and I'm the Senior Vice President of Organizational Culture and Change Management at SiriusXM. Black Music Month provides the opportunity to celebrate the vast and ongoing contributions of Black artists, engineers, and musicians to the music community and the world. I'm excited to have the opportunity to sit down with veteran Congressman Don Davis, who represents 19 counties, making up the first congressional district in Eastern North Carolina. Today, we're going to have a conversation around Black music and leadership in politics and in entertainment. Congressman Davis, it's such an honor to meet you.
Well, hello, Lauren. It's my honor to meet you. Thank you.
Of course. So thank you for sitting down with us today. We're really excited to hear your perspective. So not everyone watching this may know that it's Black Music Month. So can you tell us a bit about why Black Music Month is important to you and provide some context into its cultural relevance?
Black Music Month is so important because it's an opportunity for us to connect to our heritage, an opportunity to connect culturally. But not only that, when we think about Black music and the music industry itself, this is also an economic driver for us. You're talking about an economic driver in the industry over $17 billion. That's huge. And, growing up, listening to different music, we know that music inspires us. It allows us to have fun. We see music at parties, at family reunions, at so many community events, and just driving down the road, heading to work or heading wherever. That music can really influence us in a way that it touches our hearts and our very souls.
That's so powerful. I think you hit the nail on the head by saying, it's such a huge part of our culture, whether that's while you're by yourself, at home, at a family gathering, how you were raised. It's such a huge integral part in creating who we all are as individuals, but as a collective as well. I'm really curious about the Black artists that you may have heard for the first time that really had a big impact on you. Do you remember that song or album or where you were? Like, what made it stand out for you?
I'm from Eastern North Carolina. I was raised by my grandmother, and my grandmother just loved Sam Cooke. So I would imagine it had to be Sam Cooke. But for me, I would say when I really connected, it had to be with Curtis Blow.
Oh,
Curtis
wow.
Blow. Come on, everybody. Clap your hands.
I love it.
These are the Braves.
Hey, I
And
love it.
Curtis Blow, he gave pathways for the Fat Boys. The
Yep.
Fat Boys are back. Hey, those were the days for me growing up. And, we can go on and on. Run DMC, My Adidas. Oh, wow. What a time.
I cannot agree more. I feel like, a lot of Black musicians and artists really paved the way for a lot of the newcomers that we see coming out with music now. And they've been inspired by the Sam Cookes, like as you mentioned. And so it's really important to recognize those individuals and really honor what they've brought to our community and the music community, the world at large, and just our everyday lives. And Black artists have never really been more popular than ever before. And right now, they're routinely at the top of different charts. And they've really been crossing genres and cultures and even geographic lines. Why do you think that is?
It's because of the experience. We have so many life experiences in which we're able to connect. But not only that, often we hear in the lyrics words of inspiration where you're talking about gospel or even, hey, all we do is win, win, win. I mean, I'm just saying, and just see the kids just light up when, you hear the song come on. You're out there, you're maybe in a group, and that one song comes on and everybody just lights up. I
Yeah.
mean, it's a way in which we're able to connect. And growing up in Eastern North Carolina, I remember cropping tobacco. I shared that my grandmother raised me, and we worked to help make ends meet. So I come from humble beginnings, and was nothing like going to work, and we would save our money at the time for school clothes and
Mhm.
school supplies. And I remember going out, we were rocked the Levi's, the Jordache, and we had to have those Adidas. I mean, and with the fat shoelaces. I mean, that was how we connected and how we continue to connect culturally.
Yeah, music has such the power to create fashion, to impact all of that. And I love how you talked about Adidas and Levi's, because all of that stuff is back. Like it's very much in tune right now with how people are dressing. And it's really nostalgic to hear you talk about that for myself as
Well,
well.
I don't know if the Kango hats are back yet. LL Cool J.
As soon as they come back, we'll make sure that you wear one and
There
start
you go.
the trend. I feel like you can start the trend because I can tell that you are a fun individual at parties and listening to the different musics and really bringing it to life for everyone around us.
Well, we're gonna let the Kango hats and the members only jackets. We're gonna retire those.
I actually have a members only jacket. I do, and I am not letting go of it. It's such important part of me. It's pink. I love all the colors, obviously. But yeah, I love what you said about you coming from humble beginnings. And you've come such a long way. And like now you're representing the district that you grew up in. Do you have any advice for anyone else, like aspiring to have a career in politics? Like, what kind of leadership advice can you share for those individuals?
Absolutely. For those listening in, have any interest whatsoever in elected service, engage in the life of the community. These were actually words that were shared with me by Congressman at the time, Walter Fauntleroy. He said, if you're putting your name on the ballot for the first time, um, don't put your name on the ballot and then have to work to increase your awareness, but do the work, roll up your sleeves, engage in the life of the community so that when you put your name on the ballot, people are going to know you for your work, for your service. For me, coming from Eastern North Carolina, humble beginnings, working out on the farm, agriculture, went on to serve my country, came back, highly engaged in many activities, nonprofits, organizations, anything to help people. And for me, at the core of service is just helping others. So it just made it so much easier when now it was time to run.
I love that. So, a key piece of advice: do the work. Don't just show up, but actually do the work. I love that. All right. So, we're going to close out the conversation with something really fun. We're going to create a playlist of recommendations from yourself and other members of the Congressional Black Caucus. And so, my question is, what are you listening to right now?
Right now, I listen to, it depends on the day, the mood, who I'm around. If it's with the kids,
Mhm.
we're listening to rap. We're talking the baby, J. Cole. Um, if it's just a quiet time in the car, we're listening to maybe some gospel, some inspiration for me, Shirley Caesar, Luther Barnes. And let me say this. Being from North Carolina, we have amazing artists I would love to just share. We could have an entire North Carolina playlist of artists. Again, the baby, J. Cole, P.D. Pablo, Thomas Walker, Luther Barnes, Shirley Caesar. Hear this, Maceo Parker, who was right there with James Brown.
Mhm.
Dun, 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 dun. A lot of that tunes originated right from here with those having Eastern North Carolina ties. And I'm not going to leave out a person that is near and dear to me. That's from Snow Hill, North Carolina, which is my hometown, and
Mm.
that's Rhapsody. Rhapsody is actually my cousin, by the way,
Oh, wow.
very close cousins. And, we just have so many great artists coming right out of North Carolina, just amazing people making a difference that have just done wonderful things to provide not only all of us inspiration, but to help even the people here in Eastern North Carolina to see that there's real opportunities through music to live the American dream. So I would say, what a playlist of wonderful artists who've been truly inspirations for us all.
I love that. That just goes to speak. It speaks to the true vastness of Black music and the opportunity to tune into different types of music depending on the situation, the mood, etc. And also, you heard it here first. It sounds like we need a North Carolina playlist specifically to highlight all of the wonderful musicians that Congressman Davis just took us through. But today has been absolutely amazing. I really appreciate you sitting down and spending the time to educate us about what Black Music Month means to you and how we can all celebrate the vastness that it provides to all of us. But I really appreciate you. And it was great to sit down and have a conversation around Black music and leadership in politics and in entertainment.
And Lauren, let me say to you, I really appreciate this opportunity. But as we're speaking today, the influence of Black music, the industry itself goes so wide and deep beyond just the artists themselves, but all those who support artists and all that is necessary to get to a final product. So what a time to celebrate.
Yes, indeed.